Hi everyone, Bruce Swartz here, Montreal, Quebec. Anomalous aerial vehicles, that's what we're looking at. That's exactly what you're looking at. We're going to get the proof in 3 days. There's a UFO disclosure. And like I'm saying, I changed my wind a little bit. I was skeptical about the disclosure, but now I heard a few things. And they're going to have to talk. And they're going to talk about a lot. It's going to affect a lot. I said that in the last video. So this, yep, is a UFO. It's a phenomena. Listen, there's different terms. Unidentified aerial phenomena. There's an unidentified aerial phenomena task force, which is basically the Pentagon and Navy intelligence just reopened another name, right? But they're doing the same thing. Thanks, AJ. I heard that there. So anomalous vehicles. They call them vehicles, all right? They're not going to say necessarily biological UFOs. Oh, wait, they already have. Majestic 12 talked about biological UFOs. So I think this goes back a long time, right? But maybe now there's an influx of them around Earth and people are wondering why. With the crap the Chinese government is doing, selling masks with asbestos to Canadians and toys with lead paint, so on and so forth, I've seen enough to like totally unsupport those, that government right off the bat, okay? I don't need any news to tell me that, are they safe or not? I'm not stupid, right? Asbestos in masks. Okay. Was that an idea or deliberate? Come on. Was it, you're going to tell me it was a mistake to put asbestos in masks? Anyways, I'm getting off track here, but maybe not so much. Maybe one of the Chinese governments is sitting in that craft right there on the moon. This is on the surface of the moon. And yes, it's unidentified aerial phenomena. The government in 2012 said they had closed the secret projects and funding cut off by everything because they wanted to stop doing the project. Come on. They continued, they admitted this to the Pentagon themselves very recently. They continued the projects from 2012 until now. Look at this light on the surface of the moon appearing, a phenomena, and look what happens when it disappears. How many things like this do you think that they've been analyzing themselves, the Pentagon? Inside of the craters, flashes of light that are not coming from the sun. It's obviously light phenomena or companies or something on the surface. Look at all the shapes and forms that I'm capturing. This is a perfect square that lights up, and it lights up on the surface, and I don't know if you know it. There's a whole line of smoke around it leading down to the ground. It's a projection of some type of thing. Who knows? Disclosure, they're going to be talking a lot about the satellites. And it's very important that I explain it properly, what these satellites and the size of the UFO that I saw over the house. There's a major difference. We have right there the confirmation that it wasn't a satellite that came down to the bloody house there, obviously. It is really light phenomena. We see a shape around it. I'll show it again in a couple of minutes. But look at the size of the Elon Musk satellites. That is what we call the train. I believe is 60 satellites, or that was actually maybe 120. I caught 2 of them. I'll put them side by side. One was beside Venus. 2 or 3 days apart, I caught 2 Elon Musk satellite trains going by over the house. Now, listen, these satellites are filming, watching, listening, whatever they're doing, sending digital data back to Earth, sending laser beams to other satellites, giving directions to them. They're probably even changing directions. But look how small they are. That's Venus beside it. Well, look at this. This was over the house, 20 feet over the roof of my house, okay? With a slingshot, I could have got the bottom of it. Guaranteed. And look how close it is. Shape and form, lights around it, but what you all don't understand yet, I know nobody's even mentioned it, it's real thrusters, guys. The lights are going up and down independently. It's like the light's coming out of the side of this. It brought light down over my house and on the ground on the snow, teary-eyed. But look at the size on the left. There's no magnification zoom on that capture. So yes, this is what they're trying to locate in the sky, are these anomalous aerial vehicles. But now, hang on. Is this China? Is this Russia? Is this really, really outside of our Earth? I wouldn't be so concerned, I think, if it was outside of the Earth as to if it was, you know, I mean, it's like a sci-fi movie, an alien invasion, right? Who, you know, whoa. Before we jump into that and say that it's that, here's a conversion of the satellites, guys. A nice close-up, actually. That's the satellites side by side. So you see there's movements, things are going on. You know, these things are going up to take images and photos of all the unidentified, not just UFOs, by the way. It's the aerial phenomena. What does that mean? It means they don't know. They're seeing lights. They're seeing things occur that they are not able to explain and cannot comprehend with all the skills that they have, the military and everything, to be able to understand exactly what some of these lights are doing. And hopefully that's what they'll be mentioning in the coming disclosure in 3 days. Often when we see lights in the sky, we just say, look what I filmed. I filmed a light in the sky. A mysterious light, and I don't know what it is. But most often, the ones actually analyzing all these phenomena that occur in the sky, could this itself be an aerial phenomena? You know, it looks like it's coming from the surface, but in reality, you know what that is? It's not coming up from the surface. It's a line. It's that the horizon descends the further you look out, depth of field. So in reality, it's a straight line. That's why we see the planes look like they're climbing up into the sky. In reality, they're going just in a straight line towards us. It's optical illusion, could be, but that blue line that's there in the sky, very mysterious blue line. There's no filters here. I'm looking at the sunset, and it's not exactly beside the sun either. It's very close to the sun, but it's not aligned with the sun exactly. So there's a lot of things occurring in the sky, but let me tell you, those of you that have been watching the sky even far longer than me, you must admit, in the past 2 or 3 years, the activity, the phenomena, the UFOs, the lights that we're seeing is absolutely incredible. We're seeing things, even weather phenomena, right, that is completely different and changed. Some new terms that the weather, weather shows are using about, it's all because of climate change. Whether it be because of climate change or not, who knows. But during the day, even here in Quebec, Quebec is the capital of the world for UFO sightings, my friends. Look it up. Look how many sightings. Each year it's more and more. We had crop circles just a couple of minutes from my town here. This is a daytime UFO right in the middle of the day without an infrared camera. This is the exposure taken down with my P900, looking at a mysterious light with my neighbor over the house. I never started saying what others were saying and just jump into all the myths and trends. I'm seeing for myself and learning for myself. I learned about geomagnetic storms, y'all, because of this footage. This is Venus. We're seeing flashes of light on Venus. What could be a geomagnetic storm from the sun. Venus is close to the sun, and it's being bombarded by particles. Maybe it is a geometric storm. Maybe this is what's coming to Earth. I think it already happened. You know, coronal mass ejections. Leading up to 2025, the sun is going to be active. Now, here's the thing. Starting to wonder, those things coming into our atmosphere or in our solar system at that, are they necessarily asteroids? Maybe some of the objects that whiz by the sun, these large objects that I had the chance to film, are not necessarily meteors or asteroids. I have a whole slew, a whole big collection of aerial phenomena and aerial vehicles, and that's what we're going to look at. We're going to see some of the lights open up wings. I've shown that before in the past. Throughout the week I'll be showing some of those captures. Taking away people's guns during a horrible time where they might need to protect themselves. You got to wonder what the hell's going on. Really got to wonder what the heck is going on. And you know what? I believe this is all part of disclosure. everything we've seen in the news, every association that's both opened and closed, all the changes have to do, possibly, is what I believe, with the alien disclosure, the UFO disclosure. And why? How could it not be a takeover from an alien race if it has to do so much with the UFOs? They're not going to tell us it has to do with the UFOs. We're going to have to be smart. And in 3 days' time, UFO disclosure is coming out. Whatever they tell us, take it with a grain of salt. But it sure is going to be interesting. More videos coming.
Party all night long. Aliens on the moon, they must be mighty. They're up there sitting down in that pontoon. They drop everybody up in their belly party. They coming here so soon. Yeah, aliens are up there on the moon. They may be even coming right here soon. Aliens are mighty on the moon, yes they are up there. Doesn't matter cause disclosure's coming soon. Disclosure's coming soon.